Alright, we're back with another deck profile. Introduce yourself.
My name's Daniel Roman.
What did you play?
I played Nemleria.
Okay, let's get into the list. Any shout outs?
Shut your ass up, Vaughn. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
We can edit that out.
We'll edit it out.
Any shout outs?
My boy Danny, DJ, Isaiah, Big Chris. He's somewhere around here.
Big Chris.
A couple of boys around, but you know. Isaiah.
You said my name twice. I appreciate you, though.
True. No, white Isaiah, sir.
Hispanic.
You
Alright,
right.
and congratulations on the top list for the OTS Championship.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's get into the list.
Break it in half.
All right. Most important card of the deck. Dreaming Nemleria. Pendulum effect. She sends herself to the extra deck face up. Puts a continuous spell of the Nemleria variety.
How many of them you played?
3 of.
Okay. Keep going.
Within the archetype, I mean, you just got to run a bunch of boys. Honestly, their effects, not important. Not in the slightest. You just want boys. Not important, not at all.
How do you summon them?
These two can summon themselves as long as the extra deck, or as long as the Sleepy Child is in the extra deck face up. This one can banish 3 from the extra deck face down, from hand or grave. Very important with the
Do they
later
have
card.
any other additional effects while they're on the field?
The chocolate one can send 1 from extra deck face up as long as the child is in the extra deck, and it gains 500 for each monster your opponent controls. The white one, if they were to target any Nemleria card on the field, send 1 from extra deck face down, and negate the activation. This one, you can send any beast that's level 10, and it sets the Nemleria trap, which we'll get to later. It's also pretty important as well. That usually summons this guy. 2 of. On special summon, he has 2 options. He either puts the child in the extra deck, face up, or non-target book of mode. Basically, your only disruption. He can also technically summon himself from hand, bouncing any of the names, any monster on field. I'm going to play triple tack, so you can triple tack away a target, clear it out. I think I did it round 4 against Access Code. I mean, that thing's big. Another key card, Eater of Millions. So, the child's monster effects, she wants to see the extra deck empty. This just says, cool, clear out your extra deck, get it out. The child's monster effect is, as long as the extra deck is empty, she summons. For every 3 cards face down, non-target banish face down from their field or graveyard. And for each one that gets banished, you put 1 back, be it a main deck card or an extra deck card. Another big finisher, Grand Laju. We love Grand Laju.
The legend.
He's coming out 6k minimum because I'm gonna eat her, summon it. Maybe you got something. I know Enchain can't do anything. We have a bunch of hand traps and stuff. Just 1-ofs. A few more on the side. These are for cross-out designator. So, you know, I don't like getting trolled. I don't like getting shifted. Technically.
Didn't you just shifter your last match in top 8 twice?
Against Vanadium, yes, we do
Actually,
have
3 times.
We do have shifter on the side as well for matchups like that because we can't beat Vanadium.
So you play shifter, but you don't like getting shifted.
Not all the time.
And
no.
you resolve shifter all 3 games. Yeah, twice in the 3rd one. All right.
Do you know, Chief?
Y'all got opinions. 3 Fenrir. That was just a filler card. I don't have thrust, so it's a lot of money. Came in helpful, but
You've not done this too many times, I can tell.
no, I haven't.
Okay.
Continuous spell. This is what you're usually getting off of the Pendulum monster. Banish 2 from your extra deck face down. Adds any 2 level 10 beasts. So typically you want to get this one, or one of these as well. And while this is on field, anytime a Nemleria monster will be destroyed, I can just take 1 from extra deck, banish it face down instead. So nice protection. The key card, Sweet Dream, Nemleria. So this lets me add a Nemleria monster. Typically, I'll add Dreaming to hand. It also has a graveyard effect where I can put it on the bottom of the deck or I can put it on the bottom of the deck to put her anywhere on field to the extra deck face up. So say I have an Eater of Millions I could technically throw her with this, summon her same turn, because if you use the pendulum effect, you can't use the monster effect, or you can't summon her as well the turn you activate it. And onto the spells, we have 2 Pot of Desires. We like drawing cards. We like cards face down. It adds more for Nemleria and Dreaming to banish face down. Tokusano, this is why we don't like getting de-shifted. So it stands for cost. Any of the level 10s that we have, draw 2. We like to just filter through, maybe hit into a hand trap, maybe hit into a Fenrir early on. It's extra bonus if you hit this one right here, since it can summon itself from grave. There's been situations where I can go Tokusano from hand, summon it with its effect, Tokusano again. I mean, I'm cycling through what, 4 cards at that point. Triple tack, because we like hand knowledge, we like drawing cards, we like all of those effects basically. I've taken XYZs, go into Zeus. Cross out, Designator, obviously we have all the one-ofs. We don't like it. Last spell, Lightning Storm. Same thing, actually just another cross out target. We do have a second one in the side, but it's okay. I'm thinking about cutting it maybe. And onto the traps, we don't have that many. 2 Nemleria moves. This one lets me summon a Nemleria monster from the deck. It comes back to my hand during the end phase, and a graveyard effect, I can banish it. Target a monster they control, it loses 100 attack and defense for each of my banished face down cards. So typically 15, maybe 25. And last card is Equally, because if we top deck it, we top deck it. If we're going first and they try to do it, we have Crossout Designator, just in case.
Alright, let's get to that weak
So
extra.
what you're saying is Crossout Designator is the most important card in your deck because like 90% of your options revolve around.
Well,
If
if I see these in my opening hand, they're not the worst. I mean, when you have things like Rescue Ace and Unchained in the format, they're not hard negating. So I can go Tokusano, get into my one-ofs, and maybe do something.
Fair.
Were there any games you played today where you were happy to see the one-ofs?
Actually, yes.
The
Evenly.
player you shifted last, on top of
That you shifted all 3 games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even game 1 when you only had 1 in the main.
Alright, let's see.
Very
Let's
unusual.
see that shit.
Let's see that shit.
Let's clean that up.
Let's wipe.
He's Saki.
Extreme Dizaki. We don't talk about that. That don't count.
It worked.
It really
It
did.
got there.
Set on the extra deck. So with a deck like this, extra deck is just not important. We just don't care about the extra deck. You could honestly load this up with whatever, but utility-wise, we have some train shenanigans. Just a one-of. Kind of thinking about getting more, but more often than not, you kind of just banish things anyways. Let's see, was there any other really, really important? Link Aribo. We hate Ibly. I've been Iblied in the past and did not have it, and I was very sad. Link Aribo. Kind of whatever. And then on to the more Mimi cards, because we have all of the Charmers. Theoretically, these don't come up, but we have triple tag. And we have ways to normal summon or extra. We can just get rid of problematic things. Zoo or access code, anything that's too big for me to swing over. Exactly.
You triple tag use to make the charmer and use that charmer to bring back what you took from your opponent.
Yes. We can do a little bit of climbing. Because we do have Underworld Goddess.
White woman jump scare?
We do. Rarely comes up, but if we ever get to that grind game and I have enough bodies, I'm not opposed to making it. Omega, God forbid they somehow just start ripping cards from my extra deck. It can at least get something back in there, because most of the time I want them face down.
Alright,
but
it just don't matter. Got it.
Exactly. And don't matter. We love trains.
Or a hard don't matter slot.
Really don't matter. Not at all.
Let's see the side deck.
It really don't matter? What?
Side deck.
Side deck. Yeah, maybe. Side deck, pretty troll as well. 2 Dark Rulers.
Okay. So you want to see it sometimes, but not all the time.
Go ahead.
I mean, sometimes there's problematic boards. I just gotta blanket it out, and I don't like it. When I get thrust, one of these probably goes in my deck.
We
but-
drawing 2 anyway, right?
Exactly. We just draw into it. We like drawing like 20 cards. It just works. Never came up though. The second Lightning Storm, in case Labyrinth, Jump Scare, or I guess Unchained. This is a troll card. I don't know why that's there. It's just existing.
In your side deck?
Yes.
Was there ever a time you would have considered another
There
option?
was never time.
So you'd have considered a different option?
A different option.
Yes.
Honestly, maybe a second evenly matched in the side.
Interesting.
2 more Drolls, 2 more Shifters. Certain decks, we don't like them drawing. Some certain decks, we don't like them touching the extra deck at all.
Okay.
There's a second evenly. Triple summon limit. And triple there can only be 1.
How often today did you side into the club?
Tigaboo, none. Summon limit, I think 2 rounds it ever came up.
What were your matchups?
Let's see, matchup wise, I had Unchained twice, Rescue Ace once, Kashtira once, Monodium in the top
Man
8.
went through the full meta.
Dog, I don't know how it worked.
It's
It just
legit.
did.
It's legit.
Feel like you had a good matchup?
I mean, outside of Kashtira, most of the stuff in the format, I mean, they're not hard negates, unlike Monodium. So as long as I can get the child to resolve and just start wiping out their board and their graveyard, typically it works out fine.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your top 8 OGS championship. We're really proud of you. Hopefully, many more in the channel.
Thank you.
And thank you, man. All right.